I need it. I'm telling y'all, lock it in.
I need a sports podcast. I need it now.
Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to the I Need a Sports podcast. Yes, it's the I Need a Sports pod. No, babe. It's crazy because that intro not on the videos yet, bro. They not.
Oh, what you been doing?
I just been putting the old intro for now. I'm not, revealing the new one until we go live for the first NFL season. But y'all hear that tune soon. It's a banger, no doubt. But welcome back to the pod. Got Chris, SGA Goda, got Swan, aka Herschel. I gotta fix your name,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna add it. But we'll have Cam joining a little bit later since he decided he want to go to the gym an hour before we started.
He just in there just standing around.
Right. And I hope you see this, Cam, too, when we do upload it. He talking about it was leg day, my shit. While he was in there with 25s on each side. I'm not listening to all that. He wasn't for real. But, today, man, we got the NFC West, and then if you're watching this episode, we'll be recording again to do the AFC West. Well, this is the last of the divisions, and then predictions episode next weekend. Y'all know what time it is after that. It's time to really get it going as the season kicks off. But yeah, man, NFC West 2025-26 preview. This one, I honestly don't know about this division, man, but we're going to hop right into this and get it started. Obviously, like we've been saying for every episode, worst to first. It's got to be someone. I'm going to just go ahead and say, I think this is going to be our worst to first. 49ers had they off year last year. I called it from the beginning. That Super Bowl hangover hit them hard. But given I wanted to lean Rams winning this division, but I don't think Matthew Stafford is making it through a season. It scares me that he's 37 years old and he has some back injury that's kept him from practicing this whole training camp. I don't think he's going to hold up. So if it had to be a worst to first candidate, I'm going to go right here with the 49ers. Obviously, they re-signed Brock Purdy this offseason. That was a little questionable, but hey, I mean, he's paid now, so you got to do what you got to do. And since he's paid, you paying Christian McCaffrey, you paying Trent Williams, you paying George Kittle. They did lose a lot on the defense, and they're going to be really young on that side of the ball this year. So that's ultimately what's going to decide their success. Got rid of Deebo Samuel as well. We know he's in Washington. Drake Greenlaw, Hufanga now in Denver. How y'all feeling about San Francisco? Worst to first? I see you shake your head no, Chris. So what you thinking with that one?
I don't think they're gonna be as bad as they were last year, but I definitely don't think they're worst to first. I think they'll be fighting for that second, third position, trying to get into a wild card. I don't think this team is better than they were last year, and they were damn sure better than they were 2 seasons ago. So yeah, I don't like them winning this division.
Okay, I will say too, they are the favorite to win it at plus 160.
Which is, and that's just crazy to me. That's so crazy to me. To make playoffs negative 185, so I feel like Vegas is playing in people's face. I ain't gonna count.
So you saying you're not falling for the okie doke? You think they gonna miss the playoffs again this year? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying if that does happen, then Brock Purdy truthers.
Look, and they gonna have to deal with it. They're gonna have to deal with it. It's always been their defense. It's always been their defense, and it's always been the duality. We laugh at them, but it was the duality of Deebo out there with Brandon Ayuk and Christian McCaffrey. Like, it was, we talked about it last season or 2 seasons ago, how like that unit together makes that team great. You then got rid of one of the pieces, and you sucked last year, so I just cannot see that going well.
Yeah, and Ayuk is probably not going to be playing until like halfway through the season since he's recovering from an ACL. I know they did draft Ricky Pearsall last year. You don't have to really step into that wide receiver one role.
I hope you're ready.
Yeah, I mean they did pick up DeMarcus Robinson, so he's a nice, wide receiver too to kind of help him get his bearings. But like you said, they were a super team, and when you take one piece away, they always fell off. Trent Williams, another year, he's older. George Kittle, older. Christian McCaffrey, obviously, he was out majority of last year. Can he get back healthy and stay healthy? But I would imagine, even if he is, you're gonna see a decreased load from him from what we seen 2 years ago, where he won Offensive Player of the Year. Because that's probably why he got hurt last year. He had too many miles on his legs. So yeah, no, I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. Like I said, and we'll talk about the Rams a little bit later. That gives me some pause there, but I'm like, they got Robert Saleh back as DC. I think that'll be good for the young defense. But I'm just like, man, I just don't trust anybody else. That's like, okay, maybe they can get the division, but I don't think they're gonna be like the team we saw 2 years ago. Like they're not finna win 13 games and be top of the NFC. I think they can win this division at like a 10-7.
Yeah,
and that would be enough. But like I said, I'm still not a believer in Brock Purdy, so this is a prove it year for him. Like, hey, what you finna do for real? Because y'all did lose a lot. You got paid, so once you get paid, we can't, have all the top quality players on both sides of the ball. Let's see how he performs. So it is what it is. But Swan, how you feeling about 49ers? Because I know this was a couple years ago. This was you guys in the 49ers were supposed to be, like the two best things in the NFC and the rivals, and then they kind of dropped off. Y'all obviously got the Super Bowl this past year. 49ers still looking for one. How they shaping out this year?
I mean, they probably had like the worst probably off season, like curse wise, bro. Like everybody being banged up. I was looking at like the training camp videos. Trent Williams is like looking horrible in camp. Like he getting like either he's like the young pass rush is looking good, or B, he just starting to become washed. He's getting older. I think he's like 37, 38.
Damn, he is. Father Time.
And all that money he asking for is like ridiculous. I would say like, them losing a lot of players, like obviously like Debo and stuff like that. I think, like I told, like when we talked about it previously, like before we start doing the filming again, I said them losing Dre Greenlaw was like probably the biggest thing to me personally. Like he was like one of the hardest souls of that defense. Their receiving core is going to be like really banged up because, I mean, of course, like you said, they got DeMarcus Robinson, but he's going to be gone for the next. He just got suspended today, actually.
He did? I didn't even see that. What
he's suspended the first 3 games.
So what?
He did a violation, something like that, some violation.
PEDs or something?
No, I think it was either PEDs or like driving, something like that. So he suspended for 3 days.
Bro, these
broom, 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 broom.
Bro, they have the money to have a driver to go everywhere. What are they doing? What?
Yeah, so
my thing, if you want to speed, just go to like you have the money to go to a racetrack or a drag strip. Like,
you just gotta get it out your system.
And then today they just picked up Sky Moore today, so their receiving core right now, their receiving core.
Hey, that's 2-time Super Bowl champ Sky Moore.
So their receiving core as of right now is Ricky Pearsall and Sky Moore. That's a receiving core. Right now,
because Angel kind of
he's hurt. He's out too. He's hurt right now.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about Juwan.
Maybe I want to retract my statement.
So like literally everybody, pretty much all the key additions you name, half of them are hurt right now. Like no funny stuff. Like literally half of them are hurt. Like Luke Furr, all of them are literally hurt or suspended. So, I got them finishing at most third.
Damn,
maybe second, bro.
I mean, I agree with you.
Oh, this how bad that their roster is right now. The only healthy running back they have on paper right now is Christian McCaffrey. He's the only one healthy. All the other running backs are hurt.
Yeah, because they lost Elijah Mitchell to us.
Yeah, he's the only one healthy. Because even they just signed Jeff. I forgot Jeff something. What's his last name? He's played for the Dolphins. They have
Jeff Wilson.
He's hurt.
God damn.
Oh, yeah.
So
they got to know this though, right? If you're the 49ers, like, are you prepared to like not be good?
Well, that's what I was about to ask.
Because Brock is young, the defense is young.
I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was 2 days ago. I think someone interviewed Shanahan, and they were basically asking like what he thinks, like what's his outlook for the season. And he was like, "Look, like obviously the first goal is always to win the division." He was like, "We got a young defense, basically. We just gonna try to weather through the storm. It's gonna be some growing pains, and we'll by the end of the year, if we in playoff contention, It's really good, and we'll just see where we are when we get to that point.
Okay.
So it's like,
It's a lot
man,
different than these
that's a
past
lot.
few
That's a lot
years.
different too than these last couple years, and that's why I said, people think like, oh, like salary cap ain't real, but like, no, when you pay a quarterback two on top, you can't have everybody else. And we're
Yeah,
seeing the first year that their defense is
yeah,
going to be the youngest defense in the league, so it's going to be some growing pains there. And like I
yeah.
said, I feel like we very liable because last year they lost their weapons. C-Mac gets hurt. Debo's in and out. Kittle's in and out. Trent Williams in and out. Okay. Well, Brock Purdy, you want to be a paid quarterback, still lead us to something. No, you went 6-11. And now
Right.
you getting paid at like a top 10, top 7 quarterback. I forgot where his salary falls in the salaries now, but it's like, well, now Brock, you really got to carry. And now I'm also kind of worried. It's like, damn, is Brock about to feel like he got to do too much this year? Like, oh, I got to prove to everybody that I'm worth this 52 mil a year.
Oh,
And
did
it's
he
like,
do
now
too
he
much?
forcing and he making
Yeah,
even more mistakes.
yeah.
So it could be a long year for San Francisco, man. But
I love it. I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck San Francisco. Ain't doing that.
That's why I said
Like the way
that's why I
people
said
think
I can't
that
do.
Cowboys
I got
fans
them
feel
like
about the
third.
Eagles, that's how I feel about the Niners, bro. Fuck San Francisco. I hate the Niners, bro. I don't even hate the Eagles for real. I just hate I hate the Niners. Like this shit crazy. Like,
Yeah.
fuck San Francisco,
I
bro.
can't stand for San Fran either, bro. So I think that's I can't. That's why all this stuff they was talking like 2 or 3 years straight. Like,
I mean, I don't like him either, but at the same time, I love him because shit, we ain't lost to him since we got Mahomes, and they got us
Nah.
too bold. But hey, man, so I got their schedule pulled up. First game at Seattle,
Oh,
tough on the road divisional game. We're going to talk about them a little bit later. Week 2 at the Saints, so they should be able to get a victory there.
yeah,
Shit, if they lose that one and then it's 0-2 after a loss to the Saints, oh my god, all hell gonna break loose for them for real. But week 3, Cardinals, another divisional game, but it's at home. Week 4, Jaguars at home. Week 5 at the Rams. That could be tough. I don't know. They're saying
and
Matthew Stafford's gonna be. I don't know.
I feel like that Cardinals game is gonna be tough. I feel like the Cardinals can actually be a decent team.
Okay, they next up. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
gonna sing it to you next. Week 6 at Tampa Bay. So shit, with that schedule, they could very much be 3-3 headed into week 7, and they got the Falcons, Texans, Giants, Rams. The next 4 at Cardinals, Panthers, at Browns. They got a late bye. Week 14 is late bye. Week 15 Titans. Week 16 Colts. So they got a fairly weak schedule on that back end for real. So maybe they'll be able to find a groove and still, win games. But it's going to come down to can they win the games in the division? Because the division, I think, is going to be a bloodbath and it's going to be pretty tough. But we'll see. We'll see how we feel at the end of this when we come back to the records. But next up, like Chris was just alluding to, who he thinks is going to be a little good is the Arizona Cardinals. So Chris, go ahead. You got it first on this one. What you feeling about AZ?
No, I mean, I feel like Kyler Murray, because when he just hurt like a couple seasons ago or a few seasons ago.
Yeah, last year he was returning off the ACL, so he didn't have a full off season.
Right, but he played really well when he did come back.
Yeah,
and I just feel like Arizona's due. I had old dude, the rookie last season, Marvin Harrison Jr., but he didn't really get a lot of play or a lot of touches because of Trey McBride. Now, I think that Trey McBride, Kyler Murray tandem, along with who was their running back? It was one of the
James Conner.
James Conner, yeah, right. And he a good running back.
He's great running back.
Right. I think they're due in this. So in my head, with San Francisco not being a contender, somebody has to take that spot. And I don't know how you feel about LA, but at least with the Seahawks, which I have my other thoughts on the Seahawks, but I think when you compare last season, I think Arizona's on the level that the Seahawks were on last season. Like, I think this is their season to be that and to be competitive in this conference. With that being said, I do feel like that San Francisco can lose at home to Arizona. I think Kyler Murray is set up to have a good season this season. I think he's due.
Okay, Kyler Murray truther over here. Okay,
I may be a little Kyler Murray. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to him for real. But then they played us when they played us. I think it was the season we went 14-2 or some shit. And that was one of our losses. If I'm not mistaken. And I was like, how are we losing to them? And I kind of really been looking at them since then. And they played last year. I think they ended up playing Washington, the Commanders, at some point. If I'm not
the
mistaken.
problem with Arizona and Kyler Murray is his whole career basically they essentially just Miami West. Like they start off
That's how
pretty
you feel?
good, yeah, and then once the
I
end
don't
of the
feel like
season
they've had
comes,
the
they
hype
tell
though.
off.
Like I don't feel like they've had the hype.
They haven't had the hype, but just giving Kyler Murray's like I guess hype or stature, people felt like number one draft pick, he's supposed to be really good, and then like they made the playoffs a couple times, but both times it's been really bad. And then there was a couple years there where Cliff Kingsbury where they would start off strong, and then as soon as the season get to the end, they just go on a losing streak and end up out of the playoffs. And it's like they was right there, but they can't finish.
I would put money on them to make the playoffs before I put money on San Francisco. I'll put it that way. Okay. Even if it's just 7 seed wild card, I think they could do it.
Well, plus money right there, plus 130.
Yeah, that's a plus money bet. Because it's the Cardinals, and you only got them at plus 130. I don't think that's bad for it to be the Cardinals.
That's not.
That's fair. But we finally got our guy Cam back, Mr. Leg Day over here.
You're not sore, dude. All you do is walk on the treadmill.
Stop it.
He did 3 squats and he's like, okay.
3 squats in the treadmill and some calf raises.
All right.
But yeah, man. Kim, we talking about Arizona Cardinals right now, man. What's your outlook? Because Chris is pretty high on the Cardinals. We talked about the 49ers first because they finished last in the NFC West last year. And so now 3rd place from last season. Cardinals, are you high on them, low on them? Just kind of even kill? How you feeling for Kyler Murray and the Cards?
I mean, I kind of want to be high on them, but I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I heard what Chris was saying about, like, Kyler and all that, but the thing with Kyler, like, he'll look really great one game, and then the next game he'll look really, really bad. And it's just like, Kyler, like, have you been watching film or have you been playing Call of Duty?
In the game.
Have you been on the game? But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's the offense really. It's always been the defense, I feel like. And I mean, they added pieces this year. I like the Will Johnson pickup.
I was going to say he has a great pickup.
I know people were saying, that he was dealing with injuries or whatever. He got a bad injury, his injury list or whatever. But I still would have took a chance on him. I mean, he was, one of the better corners. During his time in college or whatever. And then, they also added Walter Nolan, who I like Walter Nolan as a D tackle. I think he's going to be really good, whatever. So, the defense got better. I do want to see. I think this is going to be the year that Marvin Harrison kind of elevates his game. I think he's going to take his game to the next level and be a consensus top 10, top 8 receiver this year. So
and I don't mean to cut you off, Cam, but even then, like I had him on my fantasy team last year, and despite him not getting a lot of touches, he was still pretty efficient for those touches as a rookie. So I'm to Cam's point.
Yeah. I think he should be straight this year. And they also they still got James Conner. I do think he needs to kind of split touches with Trey Benson because I think for some reason they didn't really play Trey Benson a lot last year, and Trey Benson he nice, he can run that rock. So I would like to see Trey Benson get some burn this year. Hopefully he does, but yeah, I mean I'm like in the middle. I can see them being good this year though.
And I'm blanking on the name, Swan. It's y'all old defensive coordinator, right?
Oh, you talking about yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, he's a head coach now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is this, year 3? So
yeah,
I mean, he's fully got his system in play now. He's got all his players he wants. So I would expect a leap for their defense as well. And then at that point, Kyler, you just got to be consistent. You can't be having them random games where it just look like you just absolute trash. And the next game, you look like the high school Kyler we all knew that was like unstoppable. Like it, you got to find some type of consistent level of play. But what were you about to say, Chris?
Well, I'll say, wasn't it him last season when he was like, "It's not my job to throw the ball to Marvin Harrison or something"?
Yeah.
Wasn't that him that said that?
Yeah.
Then the next week he threw like a bomb to him. It's like it is your job to throw the ball to Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, but man, so they got their over under set at 8.5. So y'all see them clearing this or not?
I can see him getting 9, at least 9.
They can get at least 9. Yeah, I agree with that too.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so if they get 9, let's go with the first scenario. They get 9, they do make the playoffs. Because it's kind of getting to the point. I mean, we this is what, year 6 or 7 for Kyler. He's gotten paid.
Yeah.
If they don't have some success this season, are you shopping Kyler? Because how many times you gonna run it back with him and you not having any success for real? He doesn't have a playoff win.
Yeah. I don't know what his contract is. I don't know if I'll shop him out loud though. Maybe somebody contact me and I'll listen to it and we see what happens. But do you stop him if you I mean, you getting rid of your starting quarterback, your number 1 pick quarterback, you kind of don't you want to wait until you may have a decent position in the draft the following year or a couple years from then?
Yeah. In a perfect world, yeah, but then also too, like maybe next year's draft they do try to draft what they could be his potential, next man up. Like, okay, we're gonna give Kyler one more chance, but if it really don't go well, this dude learning behind him, like it's his time to rock. But he signed a contract extension back in 2022, 5 years, $230.5 million, 160 guaranteed. So he signed through 2028. So we heading into 25, 26. He's gonna have 2 years left on that deal. That's what I'm saying. Like they probably do give him one more year, but after that, it might be time. Like it,
2 years to 2028, bro.
Yeah, bro. We're old. Shit. In another year and a half or so, shit, we got 10-year high school reunion.
It's time for y'all two to have some kids.
Huh? This is a sports podcast.
You're right.
Have some kids, bro.
That's crazy.
Stop, bro.
I'm actually praying right now. Y'all have kids.
Praying is crazy.
I don't believe in what you believe in.
I rebuke it. Yeah, man. Let's get into the next team up. Finishing in second last year, and this team is honestly a big wild card for me because they had so much off-season change. Not in a bad way. I just
okay.
Their upside. I feel like they can be really good, but then their floor is like, it could also be bad.
Bro, their odds are horrible.
Yeah,
this is the team I got winning this division.
Yeah, I'm about to say I
got this team in this division.
Well, that's a great sprinkle because they're projected to finish last with the plus 550.
That's insane.
Plus 165. I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably throw some money on that too.
I'm not mad. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, their upside, I could easily see them winning this division because I think McDaniel is a great coach. Is that the right name? What's Buddy's name? The Seahawks head coach. Ain't it? There's too many McDaniels in this league. I can't. I want to say it's that though.
Sanders, search it up, dude.
Mike McDonald, not McDaniel. But
Mickey.
Yeah, but second year, he's a great defensive mind. They got a lot of pieces on defense, but they did have a lot of turnover. You give away Geno, trade him to Las Vegas, trade away DK, lose Tyler Lockett, lose Noah Fant, a key guard, Laken Tomlinson, and it's like, okay, well, we bringing in Sam Darnold, who's coming off his best year. I'm still, it's a little question mark.
I don't know. Bro. He was good.
Stop, bro. But Cooper Kupp, maybe if he can be healthy, like that's a great addition. But I do think JSN is going to be great this year too. Like really, if for them to be as great as they can be, I think JSN need to be wide receiver 1, and I think he's capable of doing that.
Shoot, their running back, Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker's a great running back. They picked up DeMarcus Lawrence from your Cowboys, Chris. got an offensive tackle, Josh Jones, drafted another offensive guard. Tight end, Elijah Arroyo looks kind of good. I've been hearing some great things out of camp from him. And then if
He's
all
gonna
else
go.
fails, you got Jalen Milroe. I don't know. I'm not necessarily high on Jalen Milroe, but he's looked even good in the preseason too. So, and they won 10 games last year with Geno. And how we all feel about Geno. So I think Mike McDonald's got them on track, and I think they could definitely make some noise. It's really Sam Darnold for me. That's where I have a little bit of question. Like, what we seen last year, was that what Sam Darnold really can be, or was that the one outlier year in his career? Because if you go back to what the old Sam Darnold, it's like, okay, that really was just an outlier year. But if I'm not even saying they got to be as good as the Vikings last year, but if he can just reproduce some of that, this team can easily win this division. I feel like if he can be, like a very good quarterback, because everything else is there for them. They got all the pieces you need. Solid defense, solid pieces on offense. Sam Darnold, don't fuck it up. That's basically what their team is. So, Chris, you so high on Sam Darnold. Tell us how they get first place, because he's not finna fuck it up.
No, but what you just said, that's fair though. Like that's fair. And I think even with the Vikings last season, that was still the thought as well. Like, well, I guess it really wasn't, but with Sam Darnold as your quarterback though, you just kind of like, but that's any quarterback as well too. Like, it don't really matter what team it is, except the Eagles. But other than that, like any other team, is the quarterback just don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Ron, because remember last season I said the Seahawks was going to win like 3 games. I think it was gonna be like 3-14, and now I'm flipping over and I'm saying they're gonna win the division. You remember that, right? Yeah. So I'm not just talking out my eye. You feel me? I think they're gonna win this division. I don't think LA gonna have it with Stafford. I don't think San Francisco is the team that everybody thinks they are. Arizona just middle of the pack. So it's kind of like, it's to your point, Sam Darnold just don't fuck it up, because it's literally them. It's just for them to take it. You would think with the amount of turnover they had, especially with like their main pieces, that they would be worse. But I don't know, bro. I feel like they're better and they're ready.
That's fair. What about you, Cam? Shroud for 7. How you feel about the Seahawks?
It's the same thing with the Cardinals, really. Like I'm like in the middle with them. Like, I can definitely see them being good. I can also see them, just being an average team. And then you gotta sit there and ask yourself, how far can Sam Darnold really take you? And it's really nowhere. Like,
Chris, close your eyes, bro.
bro. I'm not saying they gonna win the Super Bowl or win a playoff game. I just think they gonna win this division. I don't think this is a competitive division. Like, I genuinely don't look at any of these teams, and I think my Cowboys should be scared of them personally, and that says a lot, because Cowboys ain't the
okay. Are you thinking this with a healthy Matt Stafford, or with like what we're hearing right now where he's hurt?
Kind of what we hear right now with him getting hurt.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because I know you said that video of him like walking out, but to y'all's point, like, let's see him moving around.
Yeah,
and even if you do move around, it's just a ticking time bomb, bro. Like, you're just waiting for one bad thing to happen.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. What about you, Swan? You high on the Seahawks? You think there's hope there, or are you like, man, Sam Darnold, fuck out of here?
No, I think it's some hope. Like I said, this division is very weak. Everybody's like literally banged up. It's between pretty much gonna be them or the Cardinals, but I think they can do something. That's why I was looking at the plus money. I'm like, plus 165. I'll throw a little something on that. I ain't gonna lie. They crazy for that. I think like that the Marcus Lawrence addition, really, I like that a lot, honestly. He's in for like redemption year after like how last year went for him leaving Dallas. Of course, we already know about them losing DK and Tyler Lockett. I think Tyler Lockett was a big one because he brought out like that veteran, presence, especially having JSN. But now that them two are gone, him and DK, we can really see what JSN could do as wide receiver 1. And then he still got a vet. On top of that, he got a Super Bowl vet in Cooper Kupp who can help him. So it ain't like he just by himself, I think they can definitely win this division. I think they're gonna be like one of the dark horse teams to really upset a lot of teams in the NFC because like right now, the NFC as a whole is really banged up. A lot of injuries, a lot of teams departing, going to different teams, different conferences. So I think they could make it. I'm looking at it right now. This regular season win total, they got the plus 130 over. I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably throw some money on that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that's like some good odds.
What Carly doing back
Probably just being Carly, bro. I don't know.
there? He back there tearing stuff up.
Like dog. He literally destroying her kitchen right now.
Okay, so we all said we can't see a future where it's like Seahawks in the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold.
No.
But when you close your eyes, what's the highest of ceilings you see them going this year?
First round exit.
No, I think 10 to 7, probably first round exit. Yeah,
First round exit
probably.
Okay.
Like, yeah, they're not beating no team in the NFC. I'm sorry, but first round exit for sure.
I'm not gonna lie though, that's gonna be a tough ass wild card matchup if they do win the division and get home field in Seattle.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a tough. That's gonna be.
That's not a first round matchup you want for real.
No, not at all.
It depends on who they get though.
If they get the Cowboys.
I ain't gonna lie, we gonna win that game. We gonna win that game.
Y'all bet it, bro.
Yeah, we win that game. We win that game. I'm trying to think of somebody.
That's a tough environment, bro.
It is, but I feel like
so. Like if it feel like they're like a team they would probably face, like realistically, if they had like first round, probably like a team like Green Bay, for example. They probably face
and that's the game where I'm like they maybe could win.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because we
I don't see them winning any first round game, whether it's at home or away. Like, unfortunately.
Yeah, if they wasn't like make play, like I could see them playing like a Green Bay in the first round, something like that. I can see that happening.
Okay. That's fair. So y'all saying first round exit at the best.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see them maybe possibly pulling off a wild card win. I think if the defense is how I can see it with year 2 of McDonald, then I think they can potentially pull off a wild card win. But yeah, that's it about it. Divisional round and out. That's the best. So hey, it is what it is. But last but not least, and this really is the biggest question mark team, because if they have a healthy Matthew Stafford, I think they're the second best team in the NFC headed into this year and contending with Philly. But if they don't have a healthy Matthew Stafford, they probably out of the playoffs and picking in the top 15 of the draft. And it's like, I honestly don't know, because shit, the answers they keep giving out of camp, nobody really knows. I know Cam sent the post the other day or yesterday, Matthew Stafford back on the practice field. Walker was like, man, I want to see him play. Like, show me him throwing the ball in live action or something. Let's see how he moves around, because week 1 is versus your Texans, isn't it, Cam?
Yeah.
That defensive line will kill him if they because he's not going to be that mobile. He already isn't mobile as is. So that's really where it goes for me. But they are the second best odds in the NFC West. They did pick up Devontae Adams, DT Punafort. So they had a great offseason. I think that defense is already really talented. They always draft well. Matthew Stafford, man, because they're not all in, but they damn near all in, because it's like if Matthew Stafford ain't healthy, they back up with Jimmy G. And Jimmy G be banged up himself. So I really don't see a universe where Jimmy G leads into anything. But that would be a unique story if Jimmy G's the one playing, because we seen Shanahan take the 49ers to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G and hella talent. Rams still got hella talent. Sean McVay, I know you already got one, so you stamped. But, hey, what can you do with Jimmy Garoppolo as your quarterback? Let's see it. And I think we're going to have to see it. I don't think Matthew Stafford's making it through the season, honestly. 37, father time. A back injury, that shit don't fix itself no time soon. Any bad hit, just like that, it's right back. So I'm not a believer in them, but they got the over-under set 9.5. So how you feel about the Los Angeles Rams?
Bro, Matt Stafford scares me. I'm not gonna lie. Whatever injury he's going through, bro, the way how they making it sound, it makes it seem like this dude just probably not gonna be able to walk by the time he retire. Like, their quarterback security is so bad right now. Like, besides them, like their next two QBs, bro, is Jimmy G and Stetson Bennett. Which, I mean, Bennett looked nice in the preseason, but that's preseason. And we seen how Jimmy G can play. You know, he's the reason why, like, he's one of the reasons why Devontae wanted to leave. So when Devontae came back, Devontae did that LeBron meme, you know, when Kawhi had checked in back in the playoffs. So it's kind of like that. They had a really, really good offseason, though. You know, add Devontae, pulling forward, drafting Terrence Ferguson. Like, they really had a good offseason, and then re-signing, extending Kyron Williams to his contract. It's just like, bro, I just don't know. Like, Matt Stafford, his just health is scaring me. Like, how they get describing it. Like, bro, they're saying basically like, he can't even get out of bed type stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. They're gonna need some type of QB security because I mean, if he does, like you said, if he doesn't play, he probably not gonna make it because I mean, I can't close my eyes and live in a fantasy to where I can see Jimmy G or Stetson Bennett just carrying them to the playoffs. I'm sorry, I just can't see it. Or it's like trying to feed him the ball. I seen it with Jimmy G in Vegas with Devontae. They didn't look nice.
Yeah.
Stetson Bennett, we haven't seen what he could do in the regular season. So it's kind of like I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. What about you, Cam? I know you a big Sean McVay believer. Is it what can they do? Can they make some shake still or?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I like Sean McVay is like my favorite coach in the NFL. Like, I think he is the best coach in the NFL. I think that playbook is QB proof or whatever. I mean, the reality is, I mean, Stafford is going to miss time. He's going to miss probably at least 4 games. During those 4 games, or however long it is, can Jimmy G come in and, you know, just manage it or whatnot? Can he win at least 2 or 3 games? Like that, you know, that's all that, you know, really asking for. I think any quarterback in what happened?
Chris might be watching something in the WNBA. I know it. What happened?
No, bro, it's the Little League World Series, bro.
Walk off?
South Carolina was down 6-1 going into the bottom of the 7th. They just came back and won 7-6.
Oh wow!
The pitcher crying. He been crying for the whole inning. Every time he walked somebody and they got on plate and they kept walking and scoring, he started crying more and more.
Well, I be feeling bad for them kids because they in live TV.
Bro.
National
This dude
television.
just hit a dinger, and the outfielder could have caught it if he was professional. Unfortunately, he only 12, so it ain't gonna happen today. But man,
you got people betting on that. Imagine
they crying. They crying so
Wait,
hard.
bet on the Little League World Series?
Yeah, you ain't see that?
Oh no, people need to be locked up. If they bet
on children is crazy,
yeah,
bro.
they was betting on it, and they had the Little League World Series people that came out and said that's like it's unacceptable. You shouldn't be betting on.
Yeah, you betting on 12
text
girls.
them.
What you gonna do? Find their Instagram and I'm gonna pull up to your science class and beat you, kid. Like what?
Bro, everybody in the
Nobody
comments
doing it, bro.
Everybody in the
Somebody
comments was saying.
probably.
Everybody in the comments was saying, "Oh, y'all so soft, y'all soft." They was calling them soft.
That's
That's
crazy, bro.
crazy.
That's crazy.
They crying, bro. They boo-hoo crying. I'm talking about like belt to butt crying, like they got a whooping.
I forgot which game I was watching this weekend, but the score was like 15-0, and I was like, "Damn, they don't got no mercy rule." But I felt bad because the kid was pitching, and they was hitting everything. And then one time they hit it right back at him, and he flinched, and the ball hit his mitt, but he dropped it. I was like, man, he can't catch a break. Like, and he got to go back to school. It's like, man, we seen you play, Timmy. You didn't do good. Like, you know what I'm saying? All his friends probably making
This
fun
shit
of
crazy.
us.
They was down 6-1, bro. That's crazy.
I'm dead.
Damn, they crying. I'm sorry, my fault.
No, you good. But we can wrap it up with you, Chris. So are you low on the Rams as well, since you kind of high on the Seahawks and Cardinals?
I mean, I guess I gotta be, huh? Yeah.
Well, do you have 3 teams from this division make the playoffs, or just 1 or 2?
Yeah, just 1 or 2.
Just 1 or 2.
3. Yeah, no. I mean, because look at what we're saying that you gotta win. We're saying they gotta win 10 games to win the division. And most of these, I think the lowest over under we saw was what, 7.5. So it's like
it's probably gonna be a dogfight. Everybody in that mix, like 10
right,
7,
yeah,
9, 8,
yeah. And we got all these other NFC divisions. We got maybe 2, some even 3 coming out. So But yeah, even if Stafford come back, like I'm still not high on him because the back thing, it's not even just getting hit, like it's just movement. Like you really don't know what'll re-agitate a back injury. And considering we don't know how serious it is, I mean, he's talking about he can get out of bed. Like, I mean, it could be just him taking a step weird or any blunt force from the bottom of his foot. Yeah. So, and like you say, he's 37 and he got like a multitude of concussions, don't he? Like,
yeah,
he really needs to just hang it up.
A couple years ago, they were seriously debating like, should he retire? Because his wife came out on the podcast and said she don't want him playing no more. His wife always airing out all his business.
He got like 5 daughters, right? He got like 5 kids.
Yeah, and he already got the Super Bowl. So yeah, go be a father, bro. But yeah, man, that's the NFC West preview. So final say, who y'all got winning first? Headed to the playoffs, win the division. Chris, you first. Who you got? Seattle, Swan.
Seattle.
Cam.
Rams.
Okay. I'm gonna say if Stafford's healthy or if he can play majority of the season.
Ain't no if.
Got pick, bro.
All right, I'm gonna go out on 49ers then. 49ers. Fuck.
All right.
No, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
Cardinals win the division. We all look stupid.
All right.
Oh, man, but that is the 2025-2026 NFC West preview from the I Need It Sports Pod. Your favorite kids from the neighborhood. Bryce, Chris, Cam, Swan, signing off, man. Till the next one. Peace. I need it.